very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the midweek edition of the show. Promises to be exciting, fun-filled as always. It's a football night. For those of you who are lovers of football in Europe, UEFA Champions League games are currently going on. Yesterday, there was a lot to talk about, plenty of drama, and we will, of course, later on the program tonight, reflect on some of the things that happened around some of the centers in the UEFA Champions League last night. Today, we are going to be also updating you with the results of matches currently going on in the UEFA Champions League as we speak, and hopefully we will update you as we go along on the show. But let me just start the show off tonight by reading through for you some of the games currently going on. We have Bayern Munich and AS Roma still playing out a goalless draw at the Allianz Arena. Manchester City and CSK Moscow. Guess what? It's 1-1 after 14 minutes of football. Remember, the two teams played out a 2-2 draw 2 weeks ago, the last time they met. And then we have Ajax and Barcelona still goalless after 16 minutes. Paris Saint-Germain are a goal up against Apoel Nicosia after 15 minutes. Chelsea and Maribor still 0-0. Chelsea playing away. And of course we have Sporting and Schalke 04 still grinding out a goalless draw. Athletic Bilbao and FC Porto are also playing out a goalless draw. Shakhtar Donetsk and Bate Borisov are also playing out a draw as we speak. Goalless draw, that is, as we speak. So these games are just about 15-16 minutes old. And one of the things we'll be doing on the program this midweek is to be updating you with these results as we go along on the show. Maybe by the time, next time we do an update for you, once a goal is scored, if we are able to give you something comprehensive, we'll do it, or we just wait until halftime and get you the halftime scores around different centers where UEFA Champions League matches are going on. All right, but let me tell you that Dumnadio Konta is on the show tonight, and tonight, on Sports Tonight, we will be spending quality time to talk about the Globe Premier League, because there are a lot of issues that may just rubbish all that has been done this season in the Globe Premier League, and we will highlight some of those things for you on the program tonight, with the hope that the organizers of the league management company, can resolve some of these issues and help us to have a credible end to the ongoing season. But then let me introduce Dumnadio Konta on the show tonight. And of course, Dumnadio, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Yeah, good evening. It's a great pleasure being on the show.
It is better to end well than to start well. And I think that's a message for the league management company and the Globe Premier League season. It is better to end well. I mean, things may start badly, but if you end well, people will probably say, okay.
Is it the end justify the means or what?
Somehow.
Well, better start well.
No, but
in the case of Nigeria, it's better you start well.
No, the ending justify the means is not exactly telling the story. I'm saying if you start poorly and you end well, it's a lot better for you than to start well and end badly.
It's like you are saying you do a good job and
you start everything at the end of the day.
Well, and starting on a bad note
and then you now make it up, you redeem yourself towards the end. I think it's a lot better.
Like you are saying, half full and half empty.
What do you think about it? I mean, using that analogy for the league, it is better for you to wobble to a start and then you end on a high, than for you to start with praise and then at the end you leave everybody.
Yeah, there's always that initial hiccups when you start. So it's better along the line you get it right and end well. You know, but from what is happening to him, we just pray that the league ends well. We pray that it even ends this weekend.
All right, those are issues that we will spend a lot of time to reflect on the program tonight. We told you earlier on, CSK Moscow and Manchester City 1-1. It was actually Seydou Doumbia that scored first for CSK as early as the second minute before Yaya Toure.
He also scored in Moscow.
He scored in Moscow, remember? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So he scored again, and Yaya Toure equalized for City after 8 minutes. So those games are currently going on. We just wanted to update you with some of those matches as well. Gentlemen, let's start off the show by emphasizing the need for you to interact with us on the program tonight. We really want you to talk to us on the program tonight, because what we'll be discussing are issues that are very crucial to football development and to the league in Nigeria. So take advantage of what you are seeing on your screen via feedback and talk to us tonight. Facebook, Channels iPhone Sports, and of course Twitter at Channels_Sports at Tony Bitwe. These are handles that you are familiar with. If you are a regular and you watch us on, from time to time on a regular basis on Sports Tonight, you are familiar with all of this. But in case you are watching for the first time, this is an avenue for you to be a part of what we're doing on the program tonight. So please take advantage of it and talk to us. Let us hear your views to some of these issues as we raise them on the program tonight. Dumodi, let's start off from where some of the things we highlighted yesterday. The girls, initially we were thinking that about this time, the girls will be with Mr. President, getting ready for presidential address. But more important, more crucial, international pressing issues makes that impossible. So the presidential address is being postponed.
Yes, you all know that the crisis, the protests in Burkina Faso, which led to the ouster of the former president Blaise Compaoré, then the military took over. And the military is trying to create a system that will not see the return to civil rule. And AU, in its usual manner, has to intervene. And President Jonathan, of course, who is just representing the biggest nation on the continent of Africa. They call them the giant of Africa. He has to be there. And it's affecting the sub-region, the West African sub-region. Burkina Faso is in West Africa. So at a point in time, you have to intervene so that you don't have a situation where you can have a military government all over. Because by the time you snowball, it goes from one country, it goes to the other country, and becomes a regional trend. So they're trying to look at how they can negotiate with the president, the military ruler now, to create a transition back into civil. That's what he's doing. It's a bigger responsibility for the president. You don't have to take, because what's happened to your neighbor, if you don't put it under check, you don't know how.
So so the reason why Mr. President is not able to host them
is right now.
It's not as if he doesn't want to fulfill his promise.
No, it's right now. It's pressing.
But it is
urgent.
It's been postponed to some other time.